Welcome to tonight's late night agenda, guys, after Liverpool beat Bournemouth by 3 goals to 0 at Anfield today to march back to the top of the Premier League. It was a tremendous performance from the Reds. It was great. Whatever it was great. Great performance by the Reds today. Look, we'll talk about it in more detail. I'm really excited to see how everybody's feeling. We had our post-match show, but I know some people couldn't get to that because they were at the game, or they were out, or they were busy. So we'll come back tonight. We'll see how everyone's feeling. Hopefully, we're all as full of confidence as we were earlier on, because it was a great afternoon for the Reds, I have to say. Who have we got in so far? Kyle is in, Anthony is in, Easy LFC Mane is in, Everton Sucks is in, well, Origi, excuse me. PSN Next Venom is in, or Hex Venom. Darren Calvin is in, Crosby Red is in. Great. Crosby, how was it? How was the game? Anthony, how was the game? Both you guys were at the game. How the hell was it? Did you enjoy it? How was the atmosphere? The shit thing for me about doing watch-alongs, and there's only one negative because it's usually the most positive experience and I love it, it's that I can't have the audio on when I'm watching the game because it can't get picked up by this here microphone, which would do us for copyright infringement. So I don't get to listen to the game. I have to wait and watch it back later on, so I haven't had a chance yet. I hope the atmosphere was amazing. I imagine that it was. Everybody else said it was. Oh yeah, it was, wasn't it? Tell it was. It was. Of course it was. 3-0, how couldn't it be? Craig, did you see Leeds player that collapsed? I didn't see it at all, mate. No, I didn't. And hopefully he's okay. No, I didn't get to see it though. I didn't watch any of the matches earlier on today. We made the 4-2-3-1 look crap today, said LFC Mane. We did. Do you know what? We were brilliant today. We really were. I mean, I've seen people say that we were average or that Bournemouth weren't great, but do you know what, I'm not having it. I thought we were very, very good today, and I was so impressed with those guys. I was so proud of the way they went about the business, and we got the goal in the first half, which was amazing, which made a massive difference. But we were always in control of that game right from the off. They looked like the Liverpool of old. That looked like a team that knew what they had to go and do today. Mossy said, Craig, I said it would be 3-0. You did, Mossy. A lot of people were spot on with the score, and isn't it beautiful? Another clean sheet. I believe that's number 14 for the season for Alisson. I could be wrong, but wow, that's pretty damn impressive for his first season in the Premier League. Craig, I'm going to Old Trafford when they play. Buzzing for that. Wow. Anthony, you're getting a good run of games there, pal. Enjoy it. Enjoy every moment of that game. Fingers crossed we can win this one. I'm nervous about it. It's a bit far ahead to get really nervous about it, but I'm not going to lie, I am a little bit nervous. Prediction for the Bayern and United games. Wow, you're going really far out for this one, Jack. Bayern at home 3-1, away. Well, you haven't asked away. Bayern at home 3-1 and Manchester United 1-1. I think we'll take a point at Old Trafford. Like the thumbnail. I wish I could take credit for that, but it's 100% down to Mr. Crosby. I'm not in any way gifted to make thumbnails or anything like that. It's all Connor's brilliant work. Lambeg Loyalist said, just what we needed. A wee Chelsea win tomorrow will do, mate. It will. It'd be really nice. For those of you wondering or joining us, I'm going to be doing a watch along of the game tomorrow, Manchester City and Chelsea game. I wasn't going to, but people asked me to. I put it to a vote earlier on the post-match show, and it was an overwhelming yes. So 20-4 tomorrow, I'll be going live, a watch along of the game, and I've no idea how to play this one. I haven't got a clue. Usually I've got my Liverpool hat on, I'm watching it, I'm commentating, but I'm going to do this one a little bit differently. I'm going to sit back, relax and enjoy this game and just see how it pans out, have a bit of fun, take the piss, see how many people I can wind up. It's going to be a little bit different. I mean, I'm not going to give a shit about the performance of either team. I'm going to rip them both apart, but I'm going to have a bit of fun while I'm doing it. Anthony said, Cato was amazing today. Did you think he was good? Yes, I did, Anthony, and he got a lot of love on our streams, mate, which is brilliant. And he deserves it. I mean, every single one of those players, there was nobody less than a 7 in that team for me. Casey said, brilliant performances, rest, and then come back to beat Bayern and the scummy Manx. That thumbnail is frightening in a beautiful, sexy way, of course, Martin, is what you mean, isn't it? I mean, come on. It's just me and you here, Martin. You can tell me the truth. No, that's Connor's work. It was brilliant. I love him. He's so talented. God bless him. I couldn't come up with anything that intelligent. Good evening, Sean. How are you, mate? Sean W. in. Fabinho and Gini were outstanding, as well as the rest of the team. We ran a poll on the Anfield Agenda Twitter account to see who people thought was the man of the match. Who do you guys think won? Now, I'm sure some of you know. Charlene, I know you know, for instance, because you're on the Twitter account. You helped run the Twitter account. Who do you think won it? Who do you think won our vote for man of the match today? Come on. Give me your thoughts. Who won it? Do you know what? Fucking, I can't wait. I'm too impatient. I can't wait around. Gini Wijnaldum won the vote for man of the match today. And do you know what? I can't argue against it. He was sensational. He has been sensational all season. Gini Wijnaldum, ladies and gentlemen. You notice him when he isn't there. He was back today and he was brilliant. Well, let's see how Liverpool dominate another team in a match of the day, for God's sake. Well, let's see how Liverpool dominate another team in match of the day, for God's sake. Lee, I don't know your point there, pal. I don't know where you're trying to go with that one. Do you think Gini's coming back is essential? Yes, Robert. I really do. He's one of those players that I keep undervaluing. Season after season, I keep undervaluing Gini Wijnaldum, and he keeps delivering and he keeps improving. And the better players he has around him, the better he becomes. He deserves all the credit in the world. He's raised his game, and the money we paid for him now is looking like an absolute snip. Nobody's getting less than an 8 today, including the fans, said Crosby Red. I'm not going to argue with you, my friend. Alpha G in the house, how are you, sir? Lol, Craig in the thumbnail, said Darren Calvin. You can blame Connor for that one, or thank Connor for that one. Either one. He had the shits the night before as well. Wow. What a performance, and even more impressive. Cater was okay. The front three can't work out what he's going to do. So no, I think he was good today, Lambeg loyalist. He wasn't in the conversation for man of the match, personally, with me. I thought that was down to Fabinho, Gini Wijnaldum, Sadio Mane. I thought was excellent again today. Standing ovation for Trent when he came on. Yeah, God bless him. Great to have him on for the last 15. Get those minutes in the legs. Now we can get over to Spain. Bit of warm weather training. Get ready for the Bayern Munich game. And a really busy period, a really important period in the season coming up. That game against the Manx, it could mean a lot, couldn't it? If we can go and get something there, keep that lead. Yeah, it's all settling in. I'm really looking forward to the end of this season, guys. I'm so excited about it. 12 games to go, 12 cup finals. What do we think tomorrow as well? Anyone got any thoughts on the game tomorrow? Just looked at the thumbnail. Fab, also loving the hair growing in. It's getting there. It's frightening the shit out of me though, having hair. I don't like looking at myself with hair. I feel weird. Craig, do you think we'll beat Bayern? Yes, Mossy, I really do, pal. Home and away. That's how confident I am. I think it'll be 2 good games. They're a good side, but I don't know. I back us. I really do. I back us against anybody, particularly a European side. I just basically mean I'm sick of watching my bitter rivals go another step closer to winning the title. Mate, we've had to look at you fuckers doing it for a very long time. I understand. I begrudge you the very same. But isn't it better than your bitterest rivals? I mean, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, isn't it, for you guys? You met Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain today, Anthony. That is absolutely class. I hope you gave him a big hug, or at least told him how much we love him. What a man he is. Can't wait to have him back. Craig, we played a 90-minute rerun of the Bournemouth game on Sky. Nice. Haven't got a chance to watch it yet, though. I've been really busy since I finished up. I've got to get stuff ready for tomorrow. I've got to organise family stuff. I've got to get a bite to eat as well. So yeah, didn't spend much time doing that else but eating, playing with the kids and talking to the wife once I finished last stream. Gary Ritter said 3 points, sunshine. Whoop, whoop, my friend. 3 points indeed. 3 valuable points. 3 massive points. Norbert Chong reckons 10-0 to City tomorrow. Very optimistic scoreline, buddy. Very optimistic. I think they'll win it. I think they will win the game. 4-3-3 against the Manx. It has to be, Amric, doesn't it? It has to be. That, for me, is our best system. 4-3-3 works for this group of players. The 3 is what's important in the middle, though. That's where I'm very interested to see. Can you gamble Naby Keita in that game? For me, you go Jordan Henderson or James Milner. Probably James Milner. Fabinho, Milner, Gini. That's what I'd go with against United away from home, personally. Can we have Milner and Curtis Jones on loan? Well, you probably, the whole Milner conversation is one that might have to be had, Dave, at the end of the season if you guys get promoted. I want another bit of Genie singing Three Little Birds. Love that guy, not as much as Robbo, though. We've got a squad that's full of great lads, Charlene. Do you know, that's the beauty of it. There's not one of these Liverpool lads you look at and go, well, he's an asshole. They all look like a really nice, good, down-to-earth bunch of lads. And I suppose that comes from the manager, really, doesn't it? Amric reckons 90 plus 3 minutes, David Luiz, headed winner. Oh, that would be delicious. That would be absolutely delicious. Siobhan Watt said, I hope it's going to be 2-1 to Chelsea. Mossy Wassie's going 2-0 to Chelsea. 0-0 draw, says Sean W. That's you know what? You're shocking me. You're shocking me. I can't see anything other than a Manchester City win. These are the type of games City are usually up for. It's the silly little ones where they take their eye off the ball that they usually screw up. How far do you reckon we'll go in the Champions League? It depends on the draw, Jack. It depends who we get. I think we'll get past Bayern Munich over 2 legs. But I don't know after that, buddy. I mean, you're into the quarters then. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Mane is such a massive player. He knows he's a senior player in the team, knows his amazing abilities. A Lambeck loyalist. I think we'll beat Bayern 3-2 in the first leg and 1-1 in the second leg. That'd be a nervy couple of games, wouldn't it? Especially the second leg. That 1-1, knowing that if they scored one more, we'd be out. That would be a very, very nerve-wracking. Yeah, or have they got rid of the away goals? I can't even keep up with UEFA what the hell is going on these days. Talking about VAR being introduced, then they're talking about away goals being taken out. They're fucking moving the rules around left, right and centre. Bayern are an ageing side, said Nat 562. They are, and that's what I think will get us through over 2 legs. They'll try and keep the game slow. They'll try and keep it a bit more compact. They'll try and hope their moments of brilliance and the German efficiency can get through. And I just think we'll have too much for them. We'll pick them apart. I'm expecting a big Sadio Mane and a big Mo Salah performance over the 2 legs. I think Mane loves him a goal in the Champions League. Higuain bicycle kick tomorrow. Can he get up off the ground? Is he able to? I mean, as a man who was a bit podgy myself, can he? Can he get up off the ground that high? Okay, who else? Charlene said, I broke the speed limit to get home after lunch. Are you celebrating October? I mean, come on. What a performance that was today. I know you need, as I said earlier on, you need a dance partner, and Bournemouth are usually a very willing dance partner for Liverpool when it comes to these type of games. 2-1 to Chelsea, said Will Robinson. Origi's given us his lineup for Bayern already. Alisson, Robertson, Matip, Lovren, Trent, Wijnaldum, Keita, Fabinho, Mane, Salah. And Firmino, sorry, I'm just looking at your team there, the midfield. Wijnaldum, Keita, Fabinho. Makes sense to me. I have no arguments with that team whatsoever, my friend. We're getting Juve in the quarters, you heard it here first, at Amric. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been quite a while since I remember playing Juve in the Champions League. I wouldn't mind it. Craig, did you get a chipper? No, I didn't. I just got I didn't even have a hot dinner, really. I just had toasted crumpets. I didn't have time for anything else. Good evening, John Hamilton. How are you, sir? Great to have you back in. You UEFA are corrupt as fuck, said Charlene. You're not going to get any arguments from me. And their bottle jobs as well. I mean, what are they going to do about Paris Saint-Germain and Manchester City? I'm interested to see. VAR in the Champions League now, said Lambeck loyalist, which is interesting. Hopefully it doesn't slow things down too much, and hopefully, if it's anything like the World Cup, I think the World Cup was actually quite good, the way they used VAR. You could argue over some of the handball decisions, of course, but in general I think the speed at which they made the decisions was quite good. Lee reckons Liverpool are going to lose at home to Bayern and lose away. Of course we are, Lee. Good man. Lee, at some point, mate, you just start looking like a fool. Like, you're giving Liverpool absolutely no credit whatsoever. I know you don't like us, but at least be realistic, mate. When I'm talking about United, I try and give you guys credit where it's due. You're talking about a team here who got to the final of the Champions League last year and has improved on that with the players we brought in since. Don't start thinking we're going to lose home and away to Bayern Munich, pal, because it really is unrealistic. Okay, what else have we got? Sometimes, Lee, you catch me out. Sometimes I look at you and go, yeah, no, Lee's okay. He's having a bit of banter, he's having a bit of fun. Then other times I just think it's just silliness, mate. Did anybody else notice how different the player Salah was on the right today? Yes, we had a conversation about it earlier on, Amric. It was night and day. And I've said it all season, I don't like him playing in the one. He's isolated, he's not as involved in the game. Put him out on the right hand side and he does wonders. Especially the link-up play between him and Firmino, I thought was much better today. Your away form in the Champions League is abysmal. Yes, mate, but we're at home in the first leg, so our away form doesn't mean jack shit. Being honest, I've had the first leg up, let's see how that plays, and then we'll worry about the second leg. Anyone who writes this Liverpool team off in the Champions League is just being foolish. Look what we did last year. All we need is a 15-minute spell of turning it on and we're blowing teams away. I don't know. I just think people need to give us the credit that we fucking deserve. Because these are no bunch of fools, these players. These are well seasoned professionals who done it last year, did really well, tore teams apart in the Champions League, beat Manchester City home and away, annihilated Roma in that spell at Anfield at home. They deserve credit. Nobody wants to play them either, I can promise you that. Any team out there, opposition clubs from Europe, do not want to play Liverpool. Liverpool 2, Bayern 1 and then 1-1. Said thank the killer in the second leg. Atletico will destroy Juventus. That's going to be an interesting game. It's going to be a battle of the shithouses to an extent. Because both of those teams know how to manage games. Well, except Atletico, who got destroyed today at home by Real Madrid 3-1. Mossy reckons we're going to play Fabinho, Matip in defence versus Bayern. We're going too far out. Let's get back to the game today. What the fuck is a chipper? Do you mean a chippy? Yes, that's what he means. He means like a fish and chip place. We call it a chipper. You call it a chippy because you're weird. Not you as in you personally, Charlene. I mean you guys in the UK. What else we got? Sorry, I'm just reading through something here. Hey Craig, good match for Liverpool today, said Andres Imbesta. It was, and it was good to see. It was great to get them back. Match of the day on now. Nice. I'm recording it, so I will get to watch it later on. I really don't care about the Champions League that much because I want us to focus on the Premier League, said Skeleton 500. I'm the same, pal. I'm the exact same. Yes, it would be nice to go far in it, but I really don't care. It's all about the Premier League for me. All about the Premier League. Southampton singing evil songs about Salah. Tell me they weren't. Come on. That's... No. I refuse to believe anyone is that fucking sick. I hope they weren't. I hope it's been misinterpreted or picked up wrong. I just can't bring myself to believe anybody's that fucking sick in the head. Do you know what, actually, thinking about people that are sick in the head, I ventured onto Twitter for a few minutes to check the account, and I've seen an image that was put up there. And if you guys are on, maybe it's on Facebook as well, but certainly if you're on Twitter, you'll notice that there's an image going around trying to say that Sadio Mane was offside for his goal. This image has been photoshopped to take out Ake out of the defence of Bournemouth, out of their defensive line, to show an image that shows Sadio Mane clearly offside. But then you see the real image that has Ake in it, and you see that he's onside. And people are putting this shit up on social media to try and make out like Liverpool are getting biased, lucky decisions, and undermine literally everything that this football club does. Everything. That's how much hate is out there, guys. That's what you're up against. These type of fuckers out there inventing offsides, taking people out, photoshopping it, taking people... I have the photo on my phone, actually. Taking people out to make it look like Mane was offside. Absolute fools. Pogba, best midfielder in the Premier League. How am I going to answer this question without sounding like a dick? Hasn't done it for long enough yet. I think it's probably the most fair way I can say this. Has all the ability in the world. Can be an absolutely outstanding midfielder, but needs to do it for a longer period of time. I'm not going to argue with the guy's ability. Paul Pogba is an excellent midfielder, no doubt about that. But he's not the best midfielder in the Premier League till he proves it for a long enough period. At the minute, if you're talking about in form, at the minute, yes, he's definitely going to be up there in the conversation. Matip should play against Bayern Munich. He will. He will have no choice. Matip and Lovren will be playing because Van Dijk is suspended for the first game. Is Liverpool at the top again? Yeah, baby. Damn right we are. Well, at least until Manchester City play tomorrow, but even at that we still have a game in hand. So yes, we are. We're 3 points clear as things stand, and we've helped the goal difference out a little bit as well, which is, you know, chipping away at that won't do any harm whatsoever. Without fear, I bloody well hope so. Damn right, mate. Damn right. I'm just putting that in to try and trigger some fans. Don't worry. That's just to try and trigger opposition fans, the without fear thing. That's some thumbnail. Thank you, Tomas. Again, it's nothing to do with me. Connor's the creative mind behind that. Lad doing flying gestures, a scumbag. He deserves everything that comes his way, Will. Absolutely everything. How could you do that, honestly? It's a game of football, and you're talking about two people's lives that have been lost there, and families hurt, clubs hurt, fans around the world hurt. And just because their team is probably at a time where they were losing 1-0 during the game, some sad little fuck decides that he needs to do that gesture. I mean, he deserves everything he gets. He really does. And there's no talking your way out of that one. There's no lying about it. If that's the case, the guy's a scumbag and should be banned for life. Craig, where are the Manchester City fans? I don't know. What time is it in Dubai now and Abu Dhabi? I've no idea. They're probably asleep at this moment in time. I'm probably tucked up nice and warm under the rocks. I say under the rocks because these fuckers only come out from under the rocks when we're losing. The best midfielder is Kante. I suppose it depends what you want from a midfielder, doesn't it? I mean, the Premier League is graced with some very, very good midfield players, to be fair. So you can make an argument for a lot of players. You can make an argument for De Bruyne. There's a lot of people you can make an argument for. Let's see if Hazard turns up tomorrow, said Neil Anthony. I'm very interested to see that, mate. Very. Bit late in the stream. What's the crack, said Tony. Nothing much, pal. We're only going about 20 minutes. We're only really talking about Bayern and the game today and having a look ahead to the game tomorrow. The atmosphere we had today is the type we need for every home game, said Skeleton 500. Cahill said, tomorrow I'm going to celebrate Chelsea goals. Man, it feels wrong. I don't know how. I probably will. As I said, I'm doing a watch along of that game tomorrow. So if you're around and you want to tune in, please do. We'll be starting about 20 to 4. I don't know how I'll react. I really don't know. I've no idea. Usually I'm doing a Liverpool game. I do commentary. I'm so clearly biased towards Liverpool because I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm talking to you guys as it's going on, but I have no idea, one, what type of a crowd I'm going to get in the chat tomorrow for the game, because I'm going to be taking the piss out of both teams. So it's going to be fun for me. It's going to be very different and very fun, but I have no idea how it's going to come across. I'm interested to see. Is there any transfer news to happen in the summer? Not yet, mate. It's a little bit far away. We've only just closed the window. There's a few bits and pieces about Insigne and a few others, but none that we should really be having conversations about just yet. Got Cool said, hi Craig, you won't believe it, but I slept off after the post-match and just woke up. I believe it, mate. Football can take a lot out of you. I've often watched the game and been absolutely exhausted by the end of it. Awfully British said he can see a draw tomorrow in the game. I take that right now. Brian and Missy the Bulldog Bullies believe. Did you change your name back? I'm getting confused now by this one. Higuain and Hazard will score, said Sammy. There you go. Interesting stuff. There's only about 50 Manchester City fans anyway, said Lambay Loyalist. I think you guys are going to like the thumbnails and stuff we have ready for tomorrow's game. We won't let you down. Trust us. When we say we're going to be taking the piss, we mean we will be taking the piss. The stream title, piss taken. The thumbnail, piss taken. The commentary, piss taken. So if you want a bit of fun and a bit of crack, join us tomorrow for that watch along. Did you watch the Kerry Dublin game? I did, and it ended in a bit of a brawl there, didn't it? And Kerry deservedly won. Remember to follow us on Twitter as well, Charlene said. If you're on Twitter yourself, go over. It's at Anfield Agenda. Charlene, October, myself, very active on the account, so please drop over there and give us a follow. And of course, most importantly for me, because I'm very selfish here on YouTube, great and saying, yeah, go follow Charlene, go follow Kev on Instagram, but mainly hit the fucking subscribe button on here. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to hit the subscribe button on here, guys. As you can see, we're on the road, nearly heading towards 8.5. We'll get there soon. So if you're watching, you're enjoying the stream, please do hit that subscribe button. I understand Match of the Day is on. Don't you worry, I've got it recording downstairs. What else we got? Please, Chelsea, said Tank the Killer. Yeah, I often wonder about the psychology of this. How are we supposed to feel in these situations? So, I'm somebody that doesn't bank or expect Manchester City to drop points. I'm somebody that wants us to fully concentrate on our own games. And if anything happens from Manchester City's point of view, if they drop points, it's a bonus. How's everybody else feeling? Are you going to be disappointed tomorrow if Manchester City win that game? Are you going to feel deflated? Because I won't, because I'm fully expecting them to. So I'm really interested in the psychology of these type of situations. So let me know, what are you expecting? Will you be a bit pissed off tomorrow if Manchester City win? Will you see it as a bit of a strike to the heart of Liverpool in this championship quest? Good evening, Kev. Great to have you in again, mate. Manchester City will be very nervous tomorrow, said Neil Anthony. Pressure's definitely on them. I love saying that. I'm going to keep piling the shit back on them, because the fuckers have been doing it to us long enough and trying to make it out like we're under pressure. No pressure for those Reds today, not an ounce of it. I'd do anything for a Chelsea win, said Jack. Anything, Jack? Anything? Jack Crook, how are you, mate? Welcome to have you in. Thank you for the super chat. But I didn't see a comment. But if you do have any comments, buddy, put them in. I'm happy to read them out. United winning helps motivate Chelsea. I was saying that to Connor earlier on. That's a good show. They do have something to play for there tomorrow. They are a point behind Manchester United as things stand. So, yeah, they've got to try and go get a result. United are in the top 4 ahead of them, which does help us a little bit. We've 149 watching and only 39 likes that October. So if anyone is watching, they want to just drop a like on the stream, or October will give out to you. You don't want to make her mad. I did it once and never again. Never again. United winning helps motivate Chelsea. Ole's not even a manager. Well, he sort of is, to be fair. I mean, he was managing Mold. He managed Cardiff, managed to get them relegated. And now he's come back. And look, you can't deny what he's doing so far at United. Kills us to give them any credit, but you know, we can't just be bitter fucks. You have to tell it like it is. And I think Ole's doing alright for them, but their concern isn't really our concern. The only time we should be concerned about United is when we play them in a couple of weeks. And hopefully we can get something from Old Trafford. And hopefully they can do us a favour and absolutely annihilate Manchester City for us. Why doesn't Alio want us to win the league? Said Eminem Jr. Right, can we ask that question? If we've any fans from opposition clubs in, and we know that we do because we've a couple of United fans in, apart from the United fans, which is really obvious, and the Everton fans, which is really obvious, why you don't want us to win the league. You don't need to state that. But if you're a fan from Arsenal, Spurs, even Championship clubs or whatever, why is it that people don't want Liverpool to win the league? What are they afraid of? I've heard all the things about we'll never hear the end of it, but surely you would expect that of anybody if they won the league. Let's say, for instance, Spurs came out of nowhere now and won the league. Would you begrudge them a celebration? Would you begrudge Leicester when they won the league? Were their fans not allowed to say we won the league? Were they not allowed to go on social media and be proud of their team? This is what I don't get. You play a long season. You play 38 games to try and win this league. Or to win a Champions League, you play a load of games. You win a cup, whatever. Why aren't you allowed to celebrate it? What the fuck do they expect you to do? Oh yeah, we won the league there, that's great. Everyone just shake hands now, we'll see you next season. That's not what it's about. People spend a lot of money, a lot of their time, invest a lot in this football team, as you all do as fans of your clubs. So for Liverpool, of course we're going to celebrate it. Of course we are, but I don't think we rub it in people's faces. I mean, I've yet to really see many Liverpool fans who go and hunt out opposition fans. Yeah, you'll get a few on the United stand. We get a few in here. That's, you know, that's natural. Two clubs as big as United and Liverpool, there's going to be a little bit of crossover rivalry there. And every club has a few foolish people, shall we say. But overall, I don't think Liverpool fans are that bad. I really don't. Even putting on my Liverpool-centric hat, I don't think they're the worst in the world. I didn't begrudge Leicester the win. I didn't begrudge City. I don't begrudge any clubs their victory. So I don't understand what all the hate is towards Liverpool. Couldn't give a shit about City, said Alpha G. We control our own destiny. Charlene's the same as me. She's just focused on us. I'll definitely be happy with a draw if that means we stay in the top 4, said John Hayden. Does a draw keep United in the top 4 actually? I didn't look at the goal difference and all. There's only 1 point in it, so will a draw do that? I'm not 100% sure. Mane, 4 consecutive goals for the first time in his Premier League career. Recessionizer has said that is a great stat for Sadio. He's really coming into form, isn't he? Really putting in good shifts. Brilliant again today, and well done. He nearly scored 2 headers, which is very unusual for Sadio. Got one and then almost got a second one, just nodded a little bit wide. Our friend from Leicester City is in, pal. How are you? I'm back in Liverpool to win. How are you feeling tomorrow ahead of your game away against Spurs, mate? Are you feeling optimistic? Think you can get something from the game? And what point is your season at, boy? Are you in one of those positions where the European places are out of reach and you're just kind of middling and the players are meh? If you get where I'm coming from, are they already on the beat, some of them? I'm really interested to see the psychology of your club as well at this moment in time. I mean, I wouldn't mind you going there and putting Spurs to bed for us. Just go there, getting a win and shutting them up so we can write them off. Because if we win 1, we'll win 5 in a row. There you go. I mean, I do think that is sort of true, except I don't think that optimistically that we'll go 5 in a row. But I think once we get this monkey off our back, once we get this first Premier League title, whenever it might be, whether it be this year, next year, the year after, whatever it is, fingers crossed it's this year, I think you're right. I think things will become a little bit easier for Liverpool then. Don't underestimate the weight of having it. on the shoulders that they have this year. And I think it's why we've seen the Cups get a little bit, I won't say put to the wayside, but we didn't play our strongest teams in the Cup. We can't argue against that. I think that's because of the weight that's on the manager and the club. They need to try and get this one over the line. They've put themselves in a position where it's in their own hands. Oh God, I fucking can't wait for the end of this season. I'm so excited about it. And nervous at the same time. Hazard are informal, Test City at the back. They're not ironclad if they can have spells of possession. If they can really go at Manchester City tomorrow, I mean, if they really go at them, and I don't mean try and press them, I just mean get stuck into them. I mean, don't back off them, don't give them space, don't let them dominate possession. Try and harass them a little bit, try and dispossess them, try and force them into mistakes. Then I think they have a chance. It all depends on how the game starts, and you'll know, as you said, you'll know how Hazard looks, you'll know how Higuain looks, you'll know if Chelsea look like they're up for it. It's a bit strange at the minute. If we get any Chelsea fans in the chat, I'd love to hear from you. And it unfolding the way it did, it was, the fact there's a movie being made about it is right, because it was a story that deserved to be told. What else we got? Sorry, my little wireless mouse is it's just a piece of shit, and it's the third one I've had. Don't really care about City, to be honest, said Kev. Just want us to go unbeaten. Simples. Just letting you know, I've sent you a WhatsApp message. Please respond to it when you can. Well, obviously I'm not going to do it midstream, buddy. That would be very rude to everybody. Salah gets so much racial abuse. Yeah, we spoke a bit about the West Ham stuff because the video was very clear. And is it racial? It was... I'm talking about that particular instance because it was religious based, and I don't know if that's called bigotry or what heading that falls under. But what you can say quite clearly is it was very clear what was said. It was unacceptable. West Ham have put out their statement, and you're right, he probably gets that week in, week out. We just don't hear it. And I'm sure he's not the only one, by the way. I'm not trying to make out like Salah's the only person that's getting this shit. We've seen instances of it with Aubameyang having a banana thrown at him. We've seen what happened to Raheem Sterling as well at Chelsea, which was disgusting. We've seen the anti-Semitic chants by Chelsea fans away in Europe. And look, there's a few other instances I'm forgetting about. I think one of the Fulham players had a bit of stuff on social media as well when he wouldn't let Mitrovic take the penalty. And I think that might have been from his own fans. It's not good enough. They shouldn't be in the game. And the whole stuff today, somebody said about the plane thing as well. It's just disgusting. I don't know where these fuckers come from. I don't know how they were raised. I don't know what goes through their stupid little minds. Haven't seen us win the title since 1990. I'll burst into tears if we do it this season, said Gonads1259. Mate, I'm the same. I'm 37 years of age. I was 8 the last time we won the title, heading for 9. It's too long. It's just too fucking long. Dele and Kane are out, so should have a good chance of a draw tomorrow, said one of our lads towards the Leicester City fan, Boya. I'm a Chelsea fan. Higuain shit signing. I can't even see us getting top 5. That's a bit downbeat, mate. I don't think he was the right signing personally myself. I think it was very short term or short focused. But yeah, I don't know what to say to you. You had great hopes at the start of the season. You were looking quite good. It's just, I don't know. Sarri can't seem to figure out what the hell is going on with the squad. He just doesn't understand why they're hot and cold. Great one week, shit the next. I know why. You know why. There's too much player power at Chelsea. I think, as bad as it sounds, when Hazard leaves, that might be actually a good thing for Chelsea long term. I understand that sounds so silly because of what a good footballer he can be, but there's too much player power at that club. Somebody needs to grab that club by the scruff of the neck and put in somebody in charge there and say to them, no matter what happens, you're here for 3 or 4 years, do a fucking job, build your squad, we're going to back you over all those players, and just go in there and do your thing. That's my view on it. I could be completely wrong. As I said, I'm not a Chelsea fan, obviously. Yes, it comes under bigotry. Thank you, John. Always good to have somebody fill me in on these things, because as I said, I never claim to be the most intelligent human being in the world, but it's disgusting what's happening on the field. Jack Crook said, when you hit 10k you should do a celebratory stream. I will, Jack, I definitely will, buddy. I'm going to go old school for that. I'm going to get, when we first started, I used to have this brick effect that I used to put up on the wall behind me. It looked like I was the inside of a chimney breast. So I think I'll get that one back up and get rid of the green screen and do an old school stream. What's wrong with people, Craig? A lot. Claire. I don't understand why people feel the need to belittle, hurt, abuse. I just don't get it. I just don't, why aren't people allowed to be happy? Other people feel like they've got to take them down a few pegs. It's just weird. It's wrong. I understand everybody has different things going on in their lives, but just don't begrudge somebody a bit of happiness. Don't begrudge somebody a happy time. I mean, fucking, I don't get it. I'd hate to be that narrow-minded and that horrible and that negative. And look, I can be a fucker on here. I get it. I can shout people down. I can be cranky. I'm aware of that, but I promise you, I'm always trying to better myself. I'm always trying to learn from these situations. And I never, even though I say I've Asperger's, I never hide behind that. I've never used that as an excuse for an outburst. I've never used that for anything. I just feel it's my responsibility always. Whatever I say or do on here, I have to stand over. If I make a mistake, I've got to hold my hands up and say it. And I've done that many times. I think in life, people need to start doing that more. But social media's a fucker. I hate the way people can just hide behind a keyboard and abuse people. Whether it be you guys in there, whether it be footballers, whether it be just anybody who has an opinion that they don't agree with or understand. I don't know if it's people being scared. I don't know what it is, but it's sad. Society as a whole is sad. But thankfully, there's still some good people in the world. And a lot of these amazing people are in here in our stream every night. And I appreciate the shit out of you guys for coming in and showing me that the world can still be a good place. There's still some nice people out there. People of all clubs, of all nationalities, of all races, religions, sexual creeds, whatever. We can all come into a place like this, have a civilised conversation, have a bit of fun, talk about stuff that we disagree with from time to time, but that's alright. We won't always agree, but we can learn along the way, and I've learned a shit ton with you guys in here. Right, could you agree with me if United didn't have Mourinho at the start of the season, we would have at least 6 or 9 points more? 100%. 100%, Ethan. I've no doubt about that whatsoever. There's two ways you can look at that, mate, though. Would you be on the run that you're on now? Is one way of asking it. But definitely, yes. There's games where you should have picked up more points, and with a different manager who looked at it a different way or went at it a bit more positively, I really do feel like you would have got some better results. Mourinho was holding you down, 100%. I feel like he was being egotistical. I think he was trying to fucking almost saying, go on, fire me, dickheads. Sometimes I felt that's what he was saying, making decisions, team selections that people knew was stupid, like just completely wrong. You knew it. Mark Goldbridge knew it on the United stand. The fans that he was speaking to on there, they all knew it. Nobody could understand what the hell he was doing. Then you get Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in, common sense, arm around the players, and look at the results. It's happened before at Liverpool as well, and it happens at other clubs. It's just weird. It's weird, the psychology of the game. Could you do a watch along of Chelsea versus the City game? I am, Sean Luke. I'm doing it tomorrow. We will be starting at about 3:40, so about 20 minutes before kick-off. I thought it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, strange, but let's see what happens. First one I've ever done that doesn't involve Liverpool. First time I've ever done a stream that doesn't involve Liverpool. I have no idea what to expect. It'll be fun though. I'm looking forward to Liverpool versus Manchester United. Said Skipper Dog will beat them because when United attack, it suits us big time. It's going to be a good game. I'm looking forward to it as well. I'm kind of optimistically nervous. I think that's the phrase I'd go with. Just to confirm, we will, after that game, we will have Mark Goldbridge from the United stand coming on to do a post-match show like he did the day after, like he did the last time when we played them. And I think I'm going on there as well for a bit of a preview. So interesting again to catch up with Mark, to hear what he has to say about how things are going for United at this moment in time, to see how he's viewing the title race. And I'm looking forward to going on there as well and chatting with those guys and you know, seeing how they're feeling. It's good. I always like to reach out, and always nice of Mark to come on, so I appreciate that one. It was a hate crime against Salah. It all comes under hate crime and it's against the law. Simple. It is, and it's all bullshit and it's all unnecessary. I don't mean bullshit as in it's not right. I mean what they're doing is bullshit. It's disgusting. Who's the ideal Mourinho replacement in the summer? I don't know. I'm not getting too Manchester United centric in here. I feel like we've gone down an alleyway here and there's far too much Manchester United talk. A little improvement from Naby, but I would not start him against the Manx, said Simon Kendrick. Simon, I agree, pal. There was an improvement today, 100%. I would start him against Bayern Munich because I think that's a game that will suit him. But away at Old Trafford, with the physicality that I believe is going to be in that game as well, I think I'd go with Fabinho, Gini and James Milner, or Fabinho, Gini and Jordan Henderson. So I agree with your comment on that one. VVD is a beautiful man. Collective crush on that man, said Claire. How could you not? He's a beautiful human being, as you said. Craig, can you explain to me why the name Salah used more regularly on the news and they did forget the pilot? I've no idea. Red Tick Game, and it is unfortunate. It is. There was another human being involved in that incident. I think because he's the celebrity to an extent, if you get where I'm coming from. But you're right, it's easy to forget that there was two people involved in that terrific, what's what I'm looking for? Sorry. Terrible, horrific, sorry. Terrific, Craig, catch yourself on. Horrific accident. Yeah, it's easy to forget that there was two, and the pilot's family have to be taken into consideration there, of course. I've just come back from New York and I've seen a massive mural of Mo Salah on the side of a building near Times Square. That is absolutely brilliant. Did you get a picture, Daryl? I hope you did, pal. And if you did get a picture, please do share it with us. Okay, what have we got? Beat the Manx and I think the title is ours, said Simon. So do I. I don't want to... Yeah, fuck it. I agree. Beat them and it's ours. You're going to do a cheeky little bet with Mark for the game? I've no idea, John. I haven't got a clue. Never thought about it. I'll see how he's feeling. You know I like a little bet. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Wait and see. You know me, I'm not averse to having a bet. Let me manage United, said Claire. They'll be in the Championship quicker than if Maureen was in charge. I'm a Liverpool fan and I want Chelsea to beat Manchester City. Can you do us a favour and stay top of the Premier League? Damien, I think a lot of us are hoping for that, pal. How do I share a pic on this? You can't, mate. I mean, I meant, would you send it to us on Twitter if you're on there, or on Instagram? Excuse me, my voice was gone. At Anfield Agenda, Daryl. Just pull it to us either way on there, and I'll be happy to share it for you, pal, if you have an account on either one of those. Really interested to see it though. Or you can of course email it to me, Daryl. AnfieldAgenda@gmail.com. Craig, match day saying Mane goal should have been disallowed for offside. Fuck off. Not you, Ella. Mane's arm was offside. He can't score with his arm. So somebody needs to either learn the rules of the game or they need to stop being dickheads. Because Mane's goal was onside. His arm was offside. You cannot score with your arm. It's as simple as that. Again, this is why I hate BBC. This is why I hate the pundits that they have on there. They're again always trying to fucking have a sly little dig. Fuck them. Chelsea will win tomorrow. We've got some tough games coming up, says Raju. Do you think Wijnaldum should start versus Bayern? Yes, I think he's the first name down in midfield on the team sheet, Jean-Luc. If I'm being honest, he's that good at the moment. Another clean sheet for Alisson in his wonderful career. Number 14, I believe, Tom. Why was Shaqiri not even on the bench? He had an abdominal strain, Mossy, so he was unable to play, mate. He picked up a bit of a knock. Google Mo Salah New York mural. You'll see a number of videos. Nice one, Larry. Thank you for that. I will certainly have a Google of that when I finish the stream. Danny Murphy said they can understand when the linesman missed it. But Danny Murphy's wrong because he was onside. I've seen so many still images of that with the line going across. You can't score with your arm. He was onside. Fuck Danny Murphy. Don't care if he's an ex-Liverpool player. He's the most dull fucker, the most dull pundit I've ever seen. Well, no, there are probably some duller. Maybe I'm just on a bit of a rant here. I'm very defensive of Liverpool at the minute. Keita's pass, though. You're right, Jose. Keita's pass was pretty damn tasty. The spanner should be in red, not blue. You don't have an option. It's the only option that's on YouTube, mate. When you make people mods, doesn't change to red. There's no option. I've had that conversation before. It does annoy me that they're blue, but unfortunately we are where we are. Offside advantage should go to the striker. Match of the day seemed to forget that. Said Gonad. Yes, if it is in doubt, it should always go to the striker if it's that close. That's what I believe as well. There's a photo online of Mo himself in New York in front of it. Deadly. That's class. Did you hear the Scum fans today with the Babel embarrassing stuff? I didn't, and no, I didn't see any of that. What else have we got? Where are all the trolls today after we beat Bournemouth? They only come out, Sean, when we slip up. Whoops, did I say that? Yes, I really did. They only come out when we drop a point or when we go behind or when somebody scores against us. Then they pop up, then we go back ahead and they fuck off again. Danny Mills is even worse at gonads. He is. Danny Mills is, for me, the bottom of the food chain. He is the worst of the worst. I've listened to him on 5 Live. I've listened to him on Sky. Nobody gives a shit what Danny Mills has to say. You were a shit footballer. He was a thug of a footballer as well, by the way. And he goes around now like a shit doesn't stink. Fuck off, Danny Mills. Nobody cares. No, Michael Owen is worse. Touche, Simon. I stand corrected. I cannot argue with you. He's quite dull. Craig, I think Salah is better out wide. Mossy, we've said that a few times today, mate. A couple of people have made the same point as yourself, and I fully agree with it. Cutting in on the right hand side onto his left boot, it just looks much more natural for him. Owen's best line, if that had been in the back of the net, it would have been a goal. There you go. I mean, that speaks for itself, boy. Alright, fuckers, said David Dallow. That is an introduction and a half, pal. Well in. Chris Sutton, another belter there from Jose. Guys, if you're new or you're watching, you've just come into the stream, welcome. Thank you for joining us. I hope you can take a second to hit the subscribe button and drop a like on the stream. We're heading towards 8,500 subscribers, as you can see. Our target for the season is 10,000, which in our first season, I believe, is pretty damn good. So we appreciate you coming in and watching. We just want to reassure you that all our content on here is free. So if you're liking it, just remember that everything we do is free. There's no paywall here. We don't do certain bits behind a paywall. Everything is free. Match day watch-alongs, late night streams like this, reaction videos, and tomorrow, for the first time ever, a live watch-along of a non-Liverpool game for me, which is going to be interesting. So I hope you can join us for that one. Kick-off is at 4 PM UK time. I'll be starting at about 20 to 4 to Manchester City versus Chelsea. Fingers crossed, let's wait and see what happens. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually quite excited about this. If we can keep a strong defence, the 4-3-3 is definitely our better formation, said Jose. What else have we got? Danny Mills is an ex-Leeds United FC Middlesbrough. Yes, that guy. That's the one going ads. Cater looked slow for some reason. I thought he was fast. No, he was never anyone that I believe was fast. Andre, personally, I never thought he was that fast. LFC boy, thank you for the super chat, pal. I hope we can beat Everton to 7th. Does 7th get you into Europe this season, I suppose, or does it depend on the cup competitions? Yeah, I'd be interested to see on that one. Everton are doing shite though, pal. I mean, you should have every opportunity to catch them. They're completely falling apart. They lost 1-0 today, didn't they, away at Watford? Great tweet during the game from Gary Lineker. LFC are 2 up. The crisis in which they never lost the game appears to be over. That's a fair shout, Larry. I mean, they were building us, not him, I'm not pinning this on Gary Lineker, but people were building us up to be falling apart, when the truth of the matter was that in the last 10 games before today, Manchester City had dropped 12, we dropped 7. We were in a better position. There was no meltdown, there was no falling apart. Klopp came out and said it himself. We drew 2 games. Nothing to see here. Everton, no, I'm not reading that one, David Dallas. I want to, mate. I so want to read out your comment, but it's probably a little bit over the top even for me. Hey Craig, what a goal by Genie today, said it's David. It was a beautiful goal. As you can see from the image there beside me, a little dink over the keeper, beautiful touch. The only thing about Firmino is he's not scoring a lot of goals, which, yes, is true, but I don't care. And I don't mean that to sound horrible. I mean, I don't care if we're winning games and he's contributing to the team, which he has today. He had a terrible game, the last game against West Ham, but today was much better, much brighter. His link-up play was much better with Mo, and he should have scored. He had his chance, albeit we were 3-0 up, but he still should have scored. Would have been nice for him to get on the score sheet today, the front 3 all to be on there. Really impressed with Genie recently. My favourite player as of right now, said Ben Druce. Ben, a lot of love for Genie today from a lot of people, and rightly so. The man has been sensational this season, and as we said, probably the first name Klopp puts on the team sheet. And our friend there, as you can see, our friend Leicester City Football Club Boya there, he runs his own channel, which is fantastic. We had him on after the Liverpool-Leicester game, and I did a little video for his channel as well. So if you're somebody who just likes football like me, and you just like, you know, chatting with football fans, pop over and make sure you subscribe to Boya's channel, because he runs it really, really well. I'm not saying this because he's in there. I'm not saying this to blow smoke up his ass. I'm genuinely impressed by the effort that he puts into his channel. So if you like it, pop over there, check out his channel, comment on his videos, but by all means please do subscribe, because the gentleman is putting in a lot of work. Anthony runs it really well over there, So yeah, I hope it goes well for you, mate. I hope it continues to grow. You deserve all the success that you get because you run the channel really well. And keep it going, pal. I know your numbers might be down a little bit at the minute. Everybody starts off slow and builds up, pal, and we're here to help you out. Every time we play you guys, you're more than welcome on our channel. It's a pleasure chatting to you when you're on here, buddy, and I hope we can get back over to yours as well and we can help each other out as the seasons go on, because I'm trying to form a little community on here, and the more friends we have, the more we can help each other out, the better. So we're always here for you, boy. Know that. Okay, what else have we got? I have a feeling Chelsea will do us a favour tomorrow. I'm hoping so, Simon, but I can't bring myself to expect it. I hope it, but I can't expect it. Owen is not a Liverpool legend. He's a money grabbing man who was lucky enough to be given a chance to play for us when he was young. I still can't believe the club made him an ambassador. I can't believe that for the life of me. That was just such an own goal from the club. I mean, who cares that Bobby isn't scoring when Salah's the top scorer? There is that. There is definitely that. Sorry, just want to scroll down through some more comments. My mouse is stuck. Sorry guys, my mouse is fucking up again. I want to smash this thing so bad. Right, here we go. Hey, what was the Liverpool score earlier? 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0. 3-0 with goals by Sadio Mane, Gini Wijnaldum and Mohamed Salah. Subscribed, all the best with the channel to buy it. Absolutely, great channel. Just joined Craig. How did Cater play today? He played well, Shane. Getting more up to the level that we hoped from him. Now, everyone played well today, so he was part of a really good Liverpool performance. Yeah, could have had a chance to score as well, but you know what? He's progressing and that's all I want from the guy. I sang my heart out at Anfield. I'm so tired, said Sam. Good man, Sam. Well done. Well in, my friend. Sounded like it was a great atmosphere there today, and we need more of them as the season goes on. Craig, do a reaction stream to Man City versus Chelsea. I'm doing a live watch along. It's David of the game tomorrow. Or it's David, excuse me. So we'll be starting at 20 to 4 for that one. So I'm going through the entire game. So I hope you can join us for that. We'll never forget when Gary shit himself when playing. I remember that actually. He did speak about that. He had the halfpenny bits, didn't he? A solid performance. Come and get us, Man U. Bring it on, said Wayno. I'm really excited about that game, Wayno. It's going to be difficult, but two teams full of confidence, battling it out. I always enjoy the guts and thunder. Is that the phrase I'm looking for? Those games, there's no holding back against United, and it felt like kicking a puppy when United were at Anfield recently, because it wasn't United. It was 3-1. It could have been anything, to be fair. Everybody was disheartened from their side. And yes, it was fun for us beating them, but it's going to be more fun this time. The game's going to be really, really good. I can't wait. I cannot wait for that game. If we get through that game, we take a point at least from that game. I'm very confident for the rest of the season. Don't you dare, Damien. Don't you dare buy a normal Coke and send it to me. How dare you, sir? You stick to the diet chaff, buddy. I don't know why I caught that comment, Damo. It came out of my eye, but don't you dare. When I was at Anfield, it seemed nervy, didn't look like it today on TV, said Boya. Yes, and it did come across that way, mate, inside the stadium from the sounds of it. But the manager had a word with the fans. Everybody rallied around today and said to everyone involved, make sure you go into that stadium early. Make sure Anfield is rocking. Make sure the players know there's no nerves coming from the stand. And the players helped. The players came out from the off today. I thought they were fantastic. Liverpool have 12 more points than when Leicester won the league. Is that a fact? That's crazy. That couldn't be a fact. That couldn't be. We couldn't have that many. There's no way Leicester won the league on 60-something points. That can't be right. Do you mean at the same point as Leicester were when the year they won the league? So after this amount of games, we've 12 more points. That I will believe. Didn't Salah get racial abuse? Again, bigotry probably, but yes, it was unacceptable. And it's not just Mohamed Salah. It happens time and time again. Actually, I believe a female Sheffield United player, I think if memory serves correct, was charged with racism this week. Racially abusing another female player. Are you doing a watch along tomorrow, Craig? I am, Paul. I am indeed. First time ever for a non-Liverpool game. No idea what to expect. No idea what type of audience to expect. But I think when you see the thumbnail, you'll know what way I'm going to be doing this tomorrow. We'll win the double, said Stephen Richards. Nice. And pass on my best to Louise as well, Stephen. Tell her we were asking for it. How many times have you been to Anfield? I don't know, mate. In excess of 50. A lot. This is the first season in my adult life that I haven't gotten over to a game yet. Now, we were going over to Liverpool for the last game of the season, but we don't have tickets, so we'll just be in the city. But a lot, mate. Definitely in excess of 50 anyway. I disagree. I want to destroy our rivals when they down steal their lunch money. Yeah, no, I get that. I do get that. But it would have been a lot better to beat them when they're on, when they're on form. It felt like it was too easy. I swear to God, guys, this mouse, this little poxy wireless piece of shit mouse that I've been using, which is a replacement mouse of another shitty piece of shit mouse. I should just bite the bullet and buy the Apple one, shouldn't I? Can we stop with the hate people? Where's the hate? Is there hate? I don't know, Joanne. I don't see much hate, unless there's of course some trolls that I'm missing. We finished on 80 something, I thought. But yeah, I think what I'm guessing is that he meant at the same point. So after, what have we played now? 26 games? No, 20. What have we played now? 26 games, yeah. After that, I think that's what he's trying to say. I've always said Fabinho and Keita will be LFC's future midfield alongside Oxlade-Chamberlain. Chelsea may do us a favour, as they're our rivals. They don't like us. They may not. Sean Luke, the thing about it is, mate, Chelsea have something to play for tomorrow, because Manchester United have overtaken Chelsea in the 4th place. They're 1 point behind, so they have to go there to get something, or United are just going to establish themselves in 4th place, and the gap might start to get bigger. So yeah, they've got to get something, or at least try and get something. Craig, just hire a couple of microlights and then you can see the game. Does it look like a microlight will be able to carry me, mate? Come on. I need to trim myself down a few more pounds. Leicester finished on 81 points. Exactly. Again, I think what he was trying to say was at the same point when Leicester won the league, we were 12 points better off. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt that that's what he was trying to say. I am left-handed, Charlene. I definitely am left-handed. You should buy a left-handed mouse. I am left-handed, believe it or not. I found the Jose the alpaca. He's up here in the snow and he's trying to steal my beer. Don't let him out, Lars. Keep him there. I don't know how he got out. Haven't been able to keep him in, Lars. He's one of those type of alpacas that just legs it. People won't have a clue what we're talking about there. But those of you that do will understand the joke. Do you play FIFA? No, I don't play computer games at all, buddy. You look like Curly off the Three Stooges. Okay. Fair enough. I didn't realise that Curly was a handsome Irish bastard, but there we have it. Boya, talk to you soon, my friend. Always a pleasure to have you win. Best of luck tomorrow at Wembley. Go get us a result, buddy. Liverpool ready for the Champions League against Bayern Munich. Come on, you Reds, said Bilal. It's going to be a great game, buddy. I'm looking forward to it. It's a shame Van Dijk is suspended, but we are where we are. Chelsea win, crucial? It'd be nice, but I don't know if it's crucial. Craig's been busy talking to Boya in October. Going to listen to the stream now. I don't know what you mean. I have no idea what you're talking about there, Rihi. What did you think of the Wijnaldum goal? It was delicious, Sam. Delicious is the phrase I'd use. What, as the image beside me there shows, dink. It was beautiful. Real touch of class. And he needs to score more. We do need some more goals from our midfield. But you know what? That was a great start today for Genie. You're only on top for now. Lol. Nikki, pal, friend, buttercup, princess. We're on top. We might go behind on goal difference. But you know what, pal? We've still got a game in hand. And we'll be back on top. So don't worry about it. Lol. We've got this, said Damien McKenna. Damn right we've got it, pal. Damn right we've got it. City will smash Chelsea. I feel they'll beat them. I've said it all week. Obviously Nicky has come in to just try and be a dick. Maybe, man, if you want to contribute to the chat, do so in a nice way. And to be fair, you haven't called anybody a prick yet. So, and I think City will beat Chelsea tomorrow as well. Don't think they'll smash them. I think they'll beat them 2-1 personally, but I'm not expecting them to drop points. You remember grammar's important. I meant Craig being busy talking to Boya in October. Ah, there you go. See? See, one little thing there can change an entire sentence, and it happens to me so many times, buddy. United versus Liverpool will be a good game, said Alkin. It's going to be a belter, an absolute belter of a game. And thankfully, I know it's going to be a difficult game, but I also know that Manchester City have to go to Old Trafford as well, and it's not going to be any easier for them. I'm over for the last game as well. Can't wait for it, said Ella. Brilliant. And guys, as I've said before, if you are going to be in Liverpool for the last day of the season, whether you're going to the match or not, let us know, because we're going to try and organise a big meetup of all of us over there. I'll be there. Connor will be there. I think there's even people flying over from the States for the game. I don't want to commit to that yet because they're waiting to just double check. But if you're going to be in the city, I know Stephen will be there, Louise, a few other people as well. Let us know, because we want to organise a meetup and we want to film a live watch along of the game or a live reaction show. We may even do it in a venue. Let's wait and see what's happening. But either way, we want to organise something to meet up with all of you guys for the last day, celebrate together. But most importantly, I want to shake hands and say hello to everybody, because I feel like I've gotten to know you all on here, and to be able to just say hello in person would be lovely, and just, you know, put a face to the names and all, because it really does help. And I'm not really a people person, if the truth be told. I don't leave my house too much. I don't like other human beings as a rule. I'm just that much of a dickhead. But you people are different. I love you. You guys have made a massive impact on my life. So if you're in there, let us know. Me and Connor meet up. Connor might even put his hand in his damn pocket. I mean, stranger things have happened. He won't, but he might do. He might do. Nicky's an abusive idiot on the football terrace chat with Terry. If he's an idiot, just fuck him out. I couldn't be arsed with people like that. If there's somebody in you know they're an asshole, just send them out. I haven't got time for them. I don't babysit people on here. If you're a dick, you're going to get the boot out. Simple as that. There's no nicey on here. I don't take shit. You guys don't take shit. And you don't deserve it. You're lovely people. You deserve to be treated the right way. The goal was orgasmic. I'm having that, Charlene. There's something I can never say. Jack Crook said it doesn't matter how, where you're top, just that you're top. Absolutely, pal. And we have been for quite a long time, bar that one little extra game that Manchester City had to play to make themselves feel a little bit better. Oh, look, we're top. Nah, you're not. You're not really. I'm just waking up with listening to the ear through the pillow. You work very hard, Craig. Thanks. No problem, Rod. And I'll be back as well tomorrow, Rod, with a watch along of the game. Can't wait for it. It's going to be mad. First time I've ever done a non-Liverpool one. And of course, tomorrow night I'll be back for a late night agenda. I've looked at the agenda of games, guys, coming up over the next week. So I'm going to take off next Thursday, next Friday and next Saturday. So I'll be here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because there's Champions League games on. So I'm sure lots of people are going to be around. We're going to want to talk. So I'll be doing streams right up until Wednesday night. And then I'll take Thursday, Friday, Saturday off, because Liverpool have a long time between games. So it seems a perfect time to take a few days off. Neymar's out, Cavani is injured, said Gakul. Yeah, look, that's going to be an interesting game on Tuesday, which is why, you know, I don't want to take it off, because first and foremost, I'm a fan of football. I like talking about the game. Champions League is back this week. I don't want to take days off when Champions League games are on. We've brought the goal difference back a little bit, and we brought it back before, said Cart 6, which we did, and I didn't think we would, but you're right, we did pin it back before. Firmino a striker and Salah played right wing. It worked really well like last season, said Sam. When I book my tickets to Liverpool, I'll tell you, said October. Please do. Told you Craig will meet you. Absolutely, Stephen. And I told you, pal, that I will be bringing you over. I'll make sure I bring you over a bag of Kyo's. Chelsea will do what Everton done and let Manchester City win. Do you know what, Damien? Honestly, mate, I don't feel that that Everton did let them win. Now, you can argue over the team selection. I get that. They didn't put out their strongest team. But I thought the players that Everton put out really tried. I'll give them that much. They're pathetic. They're shit. But they did try. What else have we got? I feel Mane masterclass versus Bayern. He does love the Champions League, Sadio Mane. He loves a goal in the Champions League as well. I will want to meet all of you. Mate, Sam, anyone's around, honestly, we'll be there. What watch along? Which, I don't know what you're talking about, Ben. You've lost me here, pal. Kade involved in all 3 goals today. He had a great game, said Eganito. I didn't know that fact, mate. I couldn't remember that he was involved in all 3 goals. Brilliant. That is a massive plus. If Craig was the first sound of the day, I'd never be late to work, said Lars. Better than an alarm clock, surely. Better than an alarm clock. Where else have we got? Gonna keep going for about another 25 minutes, guys, and then gonna call it a night because it's been a long ass day today. 2.5 hours or so for the match, or well, yeah, about that. Then an hour or so for the post match, and now this one as well. My old voice will be wrecked, but it's worth it. What date is the last game? The 12th, if memory serves correct. I always get it mixed up between the 12th and the 13th. I'm 99% sure it's the 12th of May. Did you watch a match of the day? I didn't get a chance, Imran. I've recorded it and I'll watch it after this. I think it'll be the Wolves game as well, which again, that is our last game of the season. Hoping there for an own goal, obviously, from the ex-Liverpool captain of Wolves. Why can't we just swap Phil Jones for Virgil van Dijk? It doesn't seem fair, does it, Lee? I mean, you'd imagine that would have been a straight swap there. Atleti have lost 2 in a row, said Roberto. Yeah, wheels could be falling off there, pal. They're bringing Goldbridge in tomorrow as some kind of supporter for City. That's kind of a dumb idea, and I think Lawrence McKenna seems to do. Oh yeah, Mark is going up to do the watch along with True Geordie tomorrow. So best of luck to him. I'm sure he'll knock it out of the park. And great to see Mark getting the recognition that he deserves for all his hard work. Just being nervous, but Katie's just being nervous, but he's slowly getting there. He's going to be an absolute animal. I was going to say savage, but that didn't really come across right. That's more of an Irish phrase of describing somebody. He's going to be an animal. He's going to be brilliant in this midfield in the Premier League when he settles in. I have such high hopes for Naby Keita. Have you seen Rain Man? The film? Yes, absolutely. Of course I've seen it. Dustin Hoffman, one of his best performances. Amazing. 22 minutes to Wagner. 22 minutes to Wagner. I'm an excellent driver. What else have we got? Everton are desperate for points, but will take 3 when you Reds come to Goodison. Of course you will. Of course you will, because your record against us has been so good lately. He's just, yeah. Come on, mate. Be realistic. We're going for the league. You guys are a stepping stone. Love the thumbnail. I wish, Jason, I wish I could take credit for it, but it's down to Connor. I don't have a creative bone in my body, pal. Title decider against Wolves. I hope we've got it in the bag before the last game. Wouldn't it be nice to go into the last game celebrating and knowing that it's party time? But isn't Anderson Silva fighting tonight? I'm not a UFC fan, mate, really, unless McGregor's fighting. Watch along. City score, Chelsea, London to win. Yeah. Go Team London. The size of big Virgil standing next to Mane after the goal. Absolutely huge guy. He's a monster, isn't he? Big unit. He should have kept Lazar. He's broken my heart leaving. Yeah, fuck Lazar Markovic. What else we got? Meet up the camp in Furnace is good for meeting, and I'm antisocial too. I'm a homeboy. Oh look, I broke you. Another fucking genius. Well done, mate. Did you think of that phrase all on your own, pal? Well done. You must be so proud of all day. You've had all day and you just thought of bottle jobs. You do realise we're top of the league, Princess, don't you? By 3 points. Again. I'd hate to be as sad as you. I really would. I mean, you must wonder at times, what is it worth getting out of bed? I'm so pathetic. Just gonna go on here and troll somebody to make myself feel better. Bottle jobs. Ha ha ha. Look at me. I'm so fucking original. Go team me. Woo. Come on, pal. Give it a break. Non-Liverpool game. Yes, Paul. First time. Run of games helps any player to settle in and perform. Naby is benefiting massively, said Sam. Yeah, and it's a testament to the manager that he's given him that backing and that time to put in the performances. We should do a pub crawl. We won't have time, Jack. And one, I don't drink, buddy. So I'm gonna I want us to settle in and be able to record where we are, watch the game where we are, maybe do a live video podcast afterwards, get some reaction from everybody that's there, and maybe get a few other little bits and pieces as well, because we'll have all our equipment with us. We're going to bring over our cameras, our microphones and all that stuff, so Yeah, it's going to be basically 24 hours of work for me and Connor because we're in the city literally 24 hours. Favourite Rocky film? All of them. How can all of them? But if I had to pick three I think. Mr. T. How could you not love the one Mr. T? He's fighting in Australia. I didn't even know Anderson Silva was still in the UFC. I thought he retired. You look like you've lost weight in the thumbnail. I have, yeah. I mean, I just wear baggy clothes, Jose. Do you know what I mean? Okay, what else we got? Hey Craig, great game today. Proud of the boys. Fans were brilliant all the way through the match. Finishing was outstanding and could have got 3 points, or could have got more with 3 points in the bag, said Lee Bryce. It was the performance we'd all hoped for, Lee. Brilliant. Absolutely. Much like you, mate. I'm delighted with that. Attack, Charlene. That's more of a United phrase, really. Okay. In principle, City have never actually won the league. They've bought it. But footballing wise, they've won those trophies, said Yusuf. Why do I not drink? Did I ever? I just don't like hangovers, Paul. It's just never been something that I liked. When I did drink, it just never did it for me, really. It's just never been a fan of it. Much rather get stoned. That'd be much more my thing. Yeah, don't do it. Just not my thing. No reason, no issues, anything like that. I just don't like it. I didn't ever watch Black Mirror, but it is on my list of things to watch, Sean Luke. You and Connor are only going to be in Liverpool for a day. Yep, that's it, one day. Just remember, October, it's only a little flight across for us. It's only a half an hour flight in and out of Liverpool. But yes, one day. And don't forget my life as well with my kids and my son. I can't get away for that long. So into the city in the morning, do all the stuff, watch the game somewhere. That night, up at 6 o'clock in the morning, back to the airport, back home, in and out, nice and quick. In the Echo tonight, Evertonians wondering who their next manager is going to be. Oh, God bless them. They wanted Marco Silva, they got him, and now look, they're still shit. There you go. Sometimes you got to take a long hard look in the mirror, our little blue friends. They should just merge with Tranmere and just be done with it and just get back to their own level. Did anyone else notice that when Trent came on, Robertson was switching to the right a lot more? I actually didn't, Jack, to be honest. I didn't see that, personally. Live once more. Respect Anfield agenda. Thank you, mate. Hard work is where we built the channel off, and these nightly streams. I think one of the keys to succeeding on YouTube, I'm not saying that we're a massive fucking success or anything, but one of the keys to growing a little bit on YouTube, I think, is consistency. And I like people to know that 10 o'clock, 10:15 at night, we'll be here. Come on, join us, say hello. And I'm going to be live tomorrow for a watch along of the Manchester City and Chelsea game. So hope you can join us for that one. First time I've ever not done a Liverpool game. Does pub crawl mean I have to go out of the pub occasionally, said Rod. Technically, yes, Rob. Technically. Hope it doesn't boil down to Wolves' last game at home. Wolves are well drilled and suffocate the midfield, as do I, Pragmaverts. I'd like it to be done and dusted at that point. I appreciate all the effort you put in today. Each day for this community, Craig. I can tell you sound a bit tired. I'm absolutely exhausted, Jose. My voice is gone. But I look at the subscriber count and I just want to keep pushing. I want to keep trying to get more and more people to subscribe and get more people into our little community on here. And every single one of those I appreciate. I can promise you that. I say it to Connor all the time. I don't mind grinding out streams where you might only pick up 4 or 5 subscribers. It's worth it as far as I'm concerned, because that's 4 or 5 more people we get to hear their opinions from and get to chat to and get to know. So yeah, it's worth it on the nights where we've got the quiet streams and stuff. Wait, Craig, do you get stoned sometimes? Not really anymore, mate, now. It's been many years, but that would be my go-to other than drinking. Salah, a clinical finisher in the box, hit it right in the corner of the net, and it was beautiful. Kind of passed it right into the corner as well, which was a well-drilled finish. Everton's next manager, you want some man. Yeah, it doesn't matter who they get, they're still going to be dirt. I love how consistent you are. That's why you're my favourite, Craig, said Cart 6. Thank you, mate. That's really appreciated. Guys, look, as I said, we were talking a few minutes ago about subscribers and growing the channel. If you're watching, it doesn't matter what club you're a fan of, you're very welcome in here. If you can do me a favour, if you haven't yet hit that subscribe button, please do. We're on the road to 10k, and every single one really does make a difference to us. So if you can hit that button, please do. And of course, drop a like on the stream. Billy Gibbs, hello to you as well, mate. How are you? Thank you for dropping in. Vardy needs to inspire a win tomorrow and get rid of Spurs, kick them out of this title race. Although I can't see anything other than a Spurs win there. Rocky and Bullwinkle is my favourite Rocky film. Nice. Everton 32 points behind us when we play them at Goodison. They'll be further behind. I know they seem to think that they're going to be the ones that like ruins the league campaign for us. It's just not going to happen. I could almost write a script for that Everton game that would involve Richarlison getting sent off. RVP or Ruud van Nistelrooy? Ruud for me. Van Persie had too long of a spell of injuries. Okay, what else have we got? Couple more comments, guys. I'm going to call it a night if that's okay, because I'm absolutely cream crackered. Did you see that terrific Matip pass? He has it in his locker, Jack, doesn't he? He really is capable of stepping out like that and playing some lovely through balls. The one that he played to Firmino, where he took it on his chest in the first half, but the keeper came out, that was excellent as well. Yes, I've seen loads of Seth Rogen films, Cart 6. Hello, Joseph Lynch as well, mate. Welcome into the chat. Liverpool are the best. Damn right we are, pal. Conte is a great manager. He won the Premier League with Chelsea in his first year. He is a very good manager, and that whole spell at Chelsea was just strange how it ended up. Bergkamp was better than them both. Dennis Bergkamp was a genius. He was. He really was. One of the best players to grace the Premier League. Oh, you're buying some Kyos off Amazon. There you go. Make sure you get cheese and onion in October, or it's just not worth it if you don't get cheese and onion. Lampard or Scholes? Lampard, probably. Two good footballers again, though. I mean, you could make an argument for either one. Chelsea will take an L tomorrow. I think they'll lose as well, if I'm being honest. What kind of signings do you think we need to further improve our team for next season? Striker, as in Timo Werner, a number 10 or a wide forward, but preferably a number 10. Another central midfielder, because I think we'll move on, maybe Lallana and maybe one or two others, and then maybe a centre back or a full back. Probably one in each set along the field, except goalkeeper, if you get me. They'll be worth it, October, trust me. They won't let you down. But if you're going to Liverpool as well, let me know and I'll bring some over. We've gone through the who should we buy in the summer. A little bit too early to go into specifics just yet, but Timo Werner has to be top of the list. Paul Scholes is nowhere near the best midfielder in your history of the Premier League, mate. Paul Scholes isn't fit to lace Steven Gerrard's boots. You know it and I know it. You can take off your Manchester United biased point of view. He's nowhere near the best midfielder of our lifetime. The motherfucker couldn't tackle to save his life. But an excellent footballer. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Scholes was shit, far from it. But he isn't for me in the conversation around the greatest midfielders. He's not up there with Vieira. He's not up there with Keane. He's not up there with Gerrard. He's not up there. Well, he probably is up there with Lampard, to be fair. I love Tato crisps. My Irish teacher used to bring them in all the time. Well, these are an upgrade again, Charlene. These are the posh boys. Agree to disagree, absolutely, bio. That's all part of the fun, mate. You're not a fan, I'm a Liverpool fan. We mightn't always see eye to eye, but you're a very respectful, nice chap, and I appreciate that. You had a blinder today, Craig, as did all the Mighty Reds. Once again, life is good. Good night to you, Claire. Always a pleasure. Guys, look, I'm going to leave it there because I'm absolutely exhausted. Thank you so much to everyone that joined us tonight. Thank you so much to all the new people that have come in. I'll chat to you all tomorrow. So if you can't make it for the watch along of the Manchester City game, I'll hopefully see you all tomorrow night at about 10 o'clock. Again, thanks for all your support over the months that the channel's been alive. We really appreciate it. Tell your loved ones that you love them, and up the motherfucking Reds.